Alright, now let's try a little breakfast. Saucy chips, beautiful runny eggs. Thing you miss about being on vacation? Is it the warm breezes? Is it the sand under your toes? Is it the ocean waves in the middle of the night that you sleep to? Is it having somebody take care of you and cook for you? Pretty spectacular thought. My personal favorite time of day when I'm on vacation. Wake up before dawn, make coffee, there's breakfast being made, there's fruit being cut, throw on your swimming suit, to head down, have an incredible breakfast right by the beach, and either go for a swim in the ocean or head off to the pool. Today we're going to show you how to remake one of those beautiful memories. Okay guys, we're going to start out making our red chili sauce. We have coarse salt, about a half a teaspoon here. I'm only using a half a teaspoon because our chicken stock and our chicken base have a good amount of salt in them already. We've got about 24 black peppercorns. We're looking at a half a teaspoon of cumin, a full tablespoon of oregano leaves that we're going to smash up. I've got a tablespoon and a half of all-purpose flour for thickening. I got a full big tablespoon of chicken stock, a small onion halved and quartered, 4 large garlic cloves, 4 chili di arbo. I've got a heaping tablespoon of tomato paste. I've got 2 cups of chicken stock, and then about 15 red dried hatch chilies. Go ahead and set these guys into some boiling water. Got about 8 full cups of water in here. We're going to need some of that here in the future. Add in your onions, add in your garlics, add in your chili di arbo, black peppercorns, and let's let that steep for about 10 to 15 minutes. Take a big strainer or tongs, your choice, right on into our blender. Just going to simply want to take a few cups of your chili liquid. Go ahead and add in your salt, oregano, and your cumin. I'm going to take a small swath of fat here. We're going to make an old school bacon fat roux. Warm your pan up on about medium. I just want to throw something in there that I can test my fat. So once it starts sizzling, then I know it's time for my flour. Want to get the fat nice and incorporated in. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to get a nice nutty golden brown here. Take our whopping dollop of tomato paste, and you've got to cook tomato paste. It deepens the intensity. It doesn't have that super strong acidic raw tomato paste flavor that's very unappealing. Watch the edges of your pan for heavy boiling, but take your chilies, turn this down to low. We're going to go ahead and lightly stir the tomato paste and the roux until it's fully incorporated and nice and smooth. Simmer for a little while, just a very light boil. And come get my chicken stock. I'm going to use about half, 1 cup. Take your chicken bouillon. This just adds a big flavor punch. You want to reduce it down until you can fit the last cup of your chicken stock in. Bring it back up to a light simmer. and just let her sit, probably about another 15 minutes. We've got a little oil heating up here on the flat top, or on the range. That's looking good. I'm going to turn that down to where it stays hot. Now, these are my leftover tortillas from last night's festivities. They've got crunchy edges, and they're not going to be any more use to me as tacos. So we're going to finish it out on the chilaquiles. Got a little bit of vegetable oil in my cast iron. Lay these guys out in there. Toast them up. Try to get paper thin. These are puffing up just nicely. Basically what they're doing is wilting out the rest of their moisture. See how they open up and they kind of fall apart? That's from the original processing of when they were making the tortillas. They come out like big poof balloons and then they seal themselves back together. And so at this point, they're so dry, nothing else is holding them together. Got golden toasty edges. Pulled out a little bit of queso fresco. Just gotta use my fingers. Keep pinching it until it's all nice and fine. Take a little paper towel. Just wipe out the edges. This is a perfectly rennie for a couple eggs. Residual heat on our cast iron pan will give us perfect sunny side up eggs. Ready to finish our chilaquiles. That's why I drained them in a small pan. Makes all the bit of sense now, doesn't it? The versatility on this New Mexico chili sauce is pretty spectacular. If you ever find this getting a little thick on you, she'll save for a few weeks. But if you ever see it getting a little thick, touch of water. You got stock in your fridge, go for it. You can go from chilaquiles to carne asada. You can put it onto, well, it makes a perfect enchilada sauce. It is right in there for a from scratch enchilada sauce. That's about right. I'm going to take a few teaspoons of bacon fat. Traditionally, this breakfast will be served with super runny refried beans. So I'm going to go ahead and take this general opportunity. We've made our black beans. Now these have been in the fridge, so shouldn't take long to bring that pan right back down to temperature. There we go, that's about beautiful. Alright. Just take a potato masher, go around a few different times. There's a lot of starch holding these beans together still. Just about ready. Just keep smashing until it starts becoming a nice consistency. Those are about perfect. Taste your beans. Now the beans should be thin enough that they pour. Pull your egg on out. Few pieces of red onion. That's why I wanted them so thin, because we're just eating them raw. A couple leaves of cilantro, which is turning into coriander. And in your queso fresco. That's about freaking beautiful. If you're a chili fan, couple super thin slices would do you. Pretty traditional to have avocados in the morning. Who am I to break tradition? Clean this up. Time for a couple sexies. Like I was saying, this is one of my favorite all-time breakfasts. One, on vacation, and two, in general. Saucy chips, beautiful runny eggs. Tortillas are nice and tender. That sauce works incredibly well. This dish here can be done, oh man, numerous different ways. Trippy eggs. Mine. Yeah, I'm gonna make you sit here and make you watch me eat this entire breakfast. Yeah, I don't think so. Guys, alright gang, thank you so very much for coming by and joining me. I know breakfast isn't what we typically do around here, but my God, it's so good. Any time of day you can get away with breakfast, it's just phenomenal. Check out one of our other videos, leave me a comment, slap a like on this thing, it really helps the channel out. And if you haven't subscribed yet, 86% of you haven't subscribed yet. Go ahead and hit it. You made it all the way to the end of the video. You might as well just hit the button. Since you're over hitting the button, hit the bell too. That way you know the next time I drop a video. Every Thursday we got another class that comes out, 6:30 Central Standard Time. And I will see you guys soon.